Fashion wasn't always about trends. It was once a canvas for the world's most skilled artists. Between the 16th and 9th centuries, clothing transformed from mere necessity into wearable masterpieces that rivaled the paintings hanging in royal courts. This is the story of how fabric became art and how the human body became the ultimate gallery. In the Renaissance, Italian embroiderers perfected the ornue technique, a method so intricate it made clothing shimmer like living paintings. Gold threads were couched down with silk in Florence's workshops, creating shaded images that changed with every movement of the wearer's body. Faces were embroidered separately on silk, then appliqued onto garments, with such lifelike detail that they seemed ready to speak. Milan became famous for producing the finest gold threads in Europe, while velvet from Italian looms displayed bold pomegranate patterns that symbolized wealth, power, and divine favor. These weren't just clothes, they were statements of artistic mastery. The Elizabethan era elevated this craft even further. Blackwork embroidery, executed in fine black silk on white linen, adorned the wardrobes of the wealthy with geometric precision. Artists like Hans Holbein and Marcus Geriards documented these textile marvels in their portraits, preserving intricate patterns that few actual garments survive to show us. Stumpwork emerged during this period, creating three-dimensional embroidered scenes with padded fabric and shaped wires. Flowers, animals, and mythical creatures rose from the surface of clothing, turning aristocrats into walking sculptures. Spangles, tiny metal sequins stamped from wire, caught candlelight in ballrooms, while seed pearls, coral, and precious stones transformed gowns into treasure chests. The Baroque period brought drama and movement to fashion. Under Louis XIV, clothing echoed the grandeur of absolute monarchy with massive, impressive forms designed to overwhelm the viewer. Then came the Rococo style under Louis XV, characterized by scrolling curves, delicate colors, and a sense of lightness that contrasted sharply with its predecessor. Fashion plates, detailed illustrations that captured trend-driven information, began circulating throughout Europe, spreading these artistic innovations across borders. Paris established itself as the arbiter of fashion, and over 150 fashion periodicals emerged during the 19th century, each filled with hand-colored engravings that were artworks in themselves. By the Victorian era, historicism dominated design. Fashion looked backward to the Middle Ages, to Baroque opulence, to Rococo frivolity, creating revivals that blended past and present. Embroidery techniques became even more sophisticated, incorporating beads, sequins, and painted fabric. The line between fine art and fashion blurred completely. Designers spoke of their collections the way Van Gogh, Matisse, and Picasso spoke of their paintings. What made this period extraordinary wasn't just the technical skill involved, though that was staggering. It was the recognition that clothing could communicate ideas, emotions, and cultural values as powerfully as any canvas. Pomegranate velvet could serve as a cloth of honor behind the Virgin Mary, or as a statement of secular power in a portrait. An embroidered waistcoat could display botanical knowledge, artistic taste, and social status simultaneously. Today, museums worldwide preserve these garments as the artworks they always were, displayed in climate-controlled cases like the Rembrandts and Titians they once hung beside. Fashion had become art not